Since the COVID-19 pandemic has gripped the world, there have been many heart and gut-wrenching stories from around the world. One such story that is wreaking havoc in the news world is the plight of the Indian migrant workers. India's lockdown was announced on March 24th, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi was applauded for implementing the nationwide lockdown to tackle the coronavirus. Yet it's India's labor class that has been experiencing the cold brunt of the lockdown. They have only had a few hours to figure out the next steps of action at such short notice. Thousands of migrant workers have been walking across India in a desperate attempt to reunite with their families in their native places. Questions are being raised about their welfare and the lack of legal protection for their rights. One survey in May found that almost 8 out of 10 migrant laborers had not been paid at all during the lockdown. The main reason why the laborers have been so desperate to go back home: their employers stopped paying them wages, factories are shut down, and there is a shortage of work. Due to widespread closures of public transport, some have been forced to make the journeys on foot, and as a result, there have been numerous accidents and a senseless loss of life. 8 laborers died and over 54 suffered injuries after the truck they were traveling in was hit by a speeding bus in Madhya Pradesh. The incident was reported hours after 6 migrant workers were run over a bus on a highway in Uttar Pradesh. 2 workers are known to be injured. There are heartbreaking images with a pregnant woman along with her family traveling through India by foot, interrupted her journey to give birth by the side of the road, and then kept walking for another 160 kilometers with her newborn baby. The picture of a migrant woman worker dragging her child on a suitcase is going viral on Twitter and is being compared to Aylan Kurdi, the Syrian boy's body being washed ashore that stirred up anger, tears, and a global dialogue on refugees. Moreover, many are questioning the Indian government's Vande Bharat mission, where Air India is looking after bookings on select repatriation flights from India, yet lots are wondering why the middle class and rich are being sent back on flights and the labor migrant class of workers is being neglected, and that there is no proper mode of transport to get them back to their village from the city. Thousands of migrant workers have attempted to leave Indian cities and return to their migrant villages so they can have a place to stay and eat food since the country's coronavirus restrictions came into effect. The struggle of the most vulnerable segment of society is being ignored when they need all the help they can get during such dire COVID-19 times. To watch Darpan stories as to what's happening, what's new, what's trending, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.